Drill Sergeant, what excuse for being late was so creative you almost believed it? I got my answer when Private Jake Miller stumbled into formation 45 minutes late, soaking wet, covered in mud, and carrying what looked like a baby duck wrapped in his undershirt. Fort Benning, week 6 of basic training, morning formation at 0530 sharp. Everyone's accounted for except Miller. This kid had been solid for weeks. Never late, never caused trouble, actually helped other recruits with their gear. At Yo 6 and 15, he comes running across the parade ground looking like he'd been through a washing machine. Uniform soaked, boots caked with red Georgia clay, and this tiny yellow duckling poking its head out of his shirt. I'm thinking heat stroke, dehydration. Maybe the stress finally broke him. But Miller snaps to attention and delivers the most elaborate explanation I've heard in 20 years of training recruits. Drill Sergeant, I was conducting pre-dawn physical training when I heard distressed animal sounds from the drainage pond behind building 1248. Investigation revealed a domestic waterfowl in emergency situation requiring immediate intervention. Kids talking like he's filing an official report, using proper military terminology for saving a duck. I'm trying not to laugh while maintaining my intimidating drill sergeant face. Turns out Miller had gotten up early for extra push-ups, heard splashing and crying from the stormwater pond, found this baby duck stuck in a plastic bottle nearly drowned, mother nowhere around. He spent 30 minutes wading through knee-deep mud trying to catch it, then another 15 minutes carefully cutting the bottle off with his pocket knife. Duck was hypothermic, barely breathing. Miller wrapped it in his undershirt for warmth and was heading to find help when formation started. Chose to save the animal rather than abandon it for punctuality. The whole platoon is staring at this scene, tough infantry recruits going soft over a baby duck. Miller's standing there, dripping pond water, serious as a heart attack, waiting for my response. Here's the thing about drill sergeants. We're trained to spot lies instantly. Body language, eye contact, story consistency. This kid wasn't lying, just crazy enough to risk punishment for a duck. Miller, I said loudly, drop and give me 50 push-ups for being late to formation. Yes, drill sergeant. He handed the duck to the recruit next to him and hit the ground. But while he's doing push-ups, I'm on my radio calling the base veterinarian. Explained the situation. Doc agreed to meet us at the animal facility after training. That afternoon, Miller and I drove to the vet clinic. Duck was treated for mild hypothermia and minor injuries. Vet said it would recover completely with proper care. They found a local wildlife rehabilitation center willing to take it. Miller filled out all the paperwork, used his own money for the transport fee. Kid took responsibility for everything. 2 weeks later, we got a call from the rehab center. Duck had been successfully released back to wild. They sent photos of Miller's duck swimming in a proper pond with other waterfowl. Miller graduated with honors. Never late again, never caused problems. Other recruits started calling him Duck Commander, but respectfully. His actions earned their admiration. At graduation, his parents asked about the duck story. Miller had written home about it, said his drill sergeant taught him that taking care of the defenseless was part of being a soldier. 6 months later, I got a letter from Afghanistan. Miller was deployed with his infantry unit. Enclosed was a photo of him giving medical aid to a wounded Afghan child during a village patrol. The letter was short. Drill Sergeant, remember what you said about taking care of those who can't take care of themselves? Learned that lesson from a duck and the best NCO in the Army. Last month, Miller made staff sergeant. His unit has the lowest civilian casualty rate in the brigade. Turns out the recruit who saved a duck became the sergeant who saves people. I kept that duckling photo on my desk for the rest of my career. Best excuse for being late I ever heard, and every word of it was true.